Hello and welcome to the Kanawha Valley Hustlers. This is Joe Justice. I am here at UC. We are taking a look at the i3 Innovation Showcase, and I want to ask you guys, what's going on here today?
Well, we are in our 9th year of the i3 Innovation Showcase, and students and faculty from across the university are competing in several different competition categories to share their ideas and hopefully win some money.
Yes, and this is something that was instituted to really celebrate innovation across every school of study we have, every program. So you see a huge variety of innovative products, everything from new business ideas to research to artistic projects of different types. It's really a fun 3 days for us.
Yeah, I saw a listing of all the different all the different presentations, and it was a variety ranging from artistic to like chemical compounds and stuff. So, how did this idea come to be?
So originally, before the Innovation Center on campus was built, there used to be a research day on campus where, we would celebrate all kinds of research projects. When the Innovation Center was built, it transformed into the Innovation Showcase where we kept the research, but we also added a lot of other things that you might think of when you think of innovation. Again, like new business ideas, new products, community service projects that people might want to do. And so this has become a place where students and faculty members can test a lot of those ideas and see, hey, is this something that maybe we could actually do? And some of them have actually turned these into real businesses.
Oh, that's very interesting. And tell me a little bit, I know there's a lot behind the scenes that goes into all this. Tell me a little bit about some of the behind the scenes operations.
Well, it varies some from year to year, but this year what we were working on was having a couple of prep events for students and faculty that might have a question or two about how to formulate their project and their event. And then, we were just sitting here tallying all the scores. So there's a lot of administrative things that go on behind the scenes, but really it's just helping those go-getters that want to come in and get some extra assistance for their projects, things like that, to really figure out what their final goal is going to be.
Well, it was very interesting. I had the honor of being able to be a judge this year. It was a very interesting experience. I really enjoyed it. But one of the things that I thought was really fascinating was you had a sheet with a criteria on it. And as you would go through the presentation, you'd be able to fill out this criteria. It's about 10 minutes long. Mm-hmm. And based on the criteria, because it would be different if it was an art installation, is a little bit different than, a chemical process, right? So talk to me a little bit about how you develop these criteria and that you make it for, some of us judges that aren't quite sophisticated in this type of stuff.
Well, we always tell our judges that it doesn't matter what your expertise is or what your field of discipline is. We're going to make the judging criteria and the rubrics such that you can do it. Anybody can do it. So the way that we do that is actually we put the burden of explanation on the presenter. And there's different reasons for this. And the biggest reason is because whenever you're explaining an idea, whether it is a really complex chemical research project or it's something simpler, just like, it's a community service project I'd love to do someday, you have to be able to explain what you want to do to your audience. And so,
which might be an investor, right?
It might be an investor or just some other center of influence, right, that's going to help you pull this event off or whatever it might be.
Politicians, might be local board, you never know. And you've got to be able to explain it, right?
That's exactly right. So we ask the presenters, no matter how complex your idea is, make sure you explain it to the judges exactly what you're trying to do.
Well, that was very interesting. So as we kind of wrap up here, tell me a little bit about the Innovation Center. Obviously, the support was all here for them. They were, they all had AV support. They were all able to communicate. It's a beautiful facility. So talk to me a little bit about the Innovation Center here and how it's added and made this kind of thing possible.
Yeah, so our Innovation Center opened in the fall of 2017. It's changed, had some different variations since then, but right now our big thing that people can come see, check out is our Maker Lab. We have a lot of different equipment there for students to come in, learn about, and work with us to figure out how to use that equipment so that they can help their dreams come alive. That includes a Lego lab, stop motion studio, some different things like that. So it's added a lot of value to the programming that students can get really hands-on with.
It's Very cool. And Travis, as we kind of wrap up here, how can the general public, anybody that's watching this, if they want to get involved with some of the stuff happening here at UC, what's the best way for them to reach out?
Yeah, the best way, I think the easiest way that you can remember is to email innovation@ucwv.edu, and that actually comes directly to me, and then I can either respond to the request or maybe send it to Allyssa if it has more to do with what she's doing at that time. But there's so many ways to get involved. This today was a great way to get involved for the community, to be a judge at an event like I3, but we have, within the past 2 years, also opened something called the Downtown Innovation Hub that is intended to be more of a bridge to the community. So we'd love having you on campus. We'd love to take anybody on a tour who wants to come. But we've also got that location now downtown on Capitol Street.
And I should say, for my audience, that is a really fantastic resource because it's targeted towards businesses and business owners, right?
That's exactly right. So where we've always been pretty good at UC at helping the student body, develop ideas and turn them into something. Now we have that arm out into the community where we can help really anybody that's interested. And if you're driving around one day and something hits you and says, "Oh, I have an idea. I wonder if I could do fill in the blank with it," look us up.
Great. Allyssa, Travis, thank you so much for being on with me today. Thank you for watching and listening. This is Joe Justice, the Kanawha Valley Hustler, reminding you to hustle hard, hustle smart, and hustle with a smile.